A momentous and healthy day to our beloved learners, supportive parents and guardians. Welcome to TLEDPAS Network, DepEd Candon City, Telescuela, the haven of wisdom towards excellence and progress. I am Teacher Sinamar, your teacher for Grade 11 Earth and Life Science. Are you ready to learn? That's great! Then, let's get started. Last session, we learned about the Earth's internal heat. Today, we will learn about magmatism. This lesson is based on the most essential learning competency, and that is to describe how magma is formed. At the end of this lesson, you are to learn how to, first, describe the characteristics of magma. Second, identify the substances or elements present in magma. And third is to explain the processes involved in the formation of magma. Sounds interesting, right? Do you still remember what happened to Taal volcano last January 12, 2020? Yes, you are right. This volcano, which is located at the province of Batangas, spewed ash plumes up to the 9 miles into the air due to a steam-driven or phreatic eruption. According to the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PHIVOLCS, for the past 2 days, over 600 volcanic tremors have been recorded, which was an indication of continuous movement of magma or molten rocks beneath the volcano. You might be wondering how magma got inside the volcano. For this session, we will be discussing all about magma, its characteristics, formation, and composition. This is Mount Mayon. Mount Mayon is one of the active volcanoes in the Philippines. It erupted for 8 minutes last January 23, 2018, spewing a 3-mile-tall column of debris and volcanic gas. It exploded at least 5 more times for 2 days. According to Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PHIVOLCS, 2 explosion type of earthquakes had occurred, as well as 18 tremor events, some of which sent forth fountains of lava. One of the lava flows advanced nearly 2 miles from the summit's crater. But what is magma? Magma is composed of semi-liquid hot molten rocks located beneath the earth, specifically in the melted mantle rock and oceanic plate. This molten state, when solidified, creates igneous rocks found on the surface of the earth. Do you know the difference between magma and lava? Magma and lava are both molten rocks. However, they differ in location. Magma is found in the magma chamber of the volcano, while lava is found on the surface of Earth once the volcano erupts. How about magmatism? What is magmatism all about? Magmatism is a process under the Earth's crust where formation and movement of magma occur. So where does this formation and movement take place? This happens in the lower part of the Earth's crust and in the upper portion of the mantle, known as the asthenosphere. And this is the image composition of magma. 46.6% of oxygen, 27.7% of silicon, 8.1% of aluminum, 5.0% of iron, 3.6% of calcium, 2.8% of potassium, and 2.1% of magnesium. Which of the following elements has the highest amount That's right, it is the oxygen. What are the top two compositions of magma? Great job! They are oxygen and silicon. Which of the following elements has the lowest amount in the magma? You got it right. It is magnesium. But how is magma formed? The magma present in the lower crust and upper mantle of the earth is formed or generated through the process of partial melting. In this process, the different minerals in rock melt at different temperature and pressure. Another factor for being considered in this process is the addition of volatile materials such as water and carbon dioxide. This is a picture showing how minerals in rocks undergo partial melting. First, this solid rock contains the minerals quartz, feldspar, biotite, and hornblende. Next, the first minerals that melt are quartz and some types of feldspar. The background represents magma. And then, minerals such as biotite and hornblende generally melt last, which changes the composition of magma. Melting in the mantle requires one of three possible events to occur. First is an increase in temperature. Conduction in mantle happens when heat is transferred from hotter molten rocks to the Earth's cold crust. This process is known as heat transfer. Rocks are composed of minerals. These rocks start to melt once the temperature in the lower crust and upper mantle increases or exceeds the melting point of minerals. The temperature of mantle is around 1,200 degrees Celsius. Rock minerals such as quartz and feldspar begin to partially melt at around 650 to 850 degrees Celsius. As magma rises, it is often hot enough to melt the rock it touches. It happens at convergent boundaries where tectonic plates are crashing together. Second is a decrease of pressure. Mantle rocks remain solid when exposed to high pressure. However, during convection, these rocks tend to go upward and the pressure is reduced. This triggers the melting of magma. This is known as decompression melting. This process occurs at the mid-ocean ridge, an underwater mountain system. And last is the addition of volatiles. When water or carbon dioxide is added to hot rocks, flux melting occurs. The melting points of minerals within the rocks decrease. If a rock is already close to its melting point, the effect of adding these volatiles can be enough to trigger partial melting. It occurs around subduction zones. Think of putting a salt onto ice to lower the melting. Think of putting of salt onto ice to lower the melting temperature. Likewise, adding water to rocks changes the melting point of rocks, just like adding salt to water. And that is the process on how magma is formed through partial melting. And melting in the mantle requires one of three possible events to occur: an increase in temperature, a decrease of pressure, and the addition of volatiles. And now, it's game time! Now here's an exercise for you to see how well you understand our lesson. You will be asked 10 questions and be given 5 seconds to answer in each item. Choose the letter of the correct answer and write it on your activity notebook. Are you ready? Let's get it on! Number 1. What process occurs if there are formation and movement of magma under the Earth's crust? A. Flux melting, B. Heat transfer, C. Partial melting, or D. Decompression melting. That is right. The correct answer is letter C. Number 2. What term should be used to describe a semi-liquid hot molten rocks located beneath the Earth? Letter A. Lava, letter B. Sand, letter C. Rocks, or letter D. Magma. Correct! It is letter D. Number 3. In what part of the Earth does magmatism happen? Letter A. Asthenosphere, letter B. Earth's crust, letter C. Earth's core, or letter D. Lithosphere. Excellent! The correct answer is letter A. Number 4. During partial melting of magma, where does decompression melting take place? Letter A. Convergent boundary, letter B. Mid-ocean ridge, letter C. Subduction zone, or letter D. All of the above. Great! The answer is letter B. Number 5. When water or carbon dioxide is added to hot rocks, the melting points of minerals within the rock decrease. What process is being described? Letter A. Flux melting, letter B. Heat transfer, letter C. Partial melting, or letter D. Decompression melting. Perfect! It is letter A. Number 6. What will happen to the temperature of rocks during partial melting? Letter A decreases, letter B increases, letter C remains the same, letter D, all of the above. You are correct. The answer is letter B. Number 7. During partial melting of magma, where does heat transfer take place? A. Convergent boundary, letter B. Mid-ocean ridge, letter C. Subduction zone, or letter D. All of the above. That's great! The correct answer is letter A. Number 8. Mantle rocks remain solid when exposed to high pressure. However, during convection, these rocks tend to go upward and the pressure is reduced. What process is being described? Letter A. Flux melting, B. Heat transfer, C. Partial melting, or D. Decompression melting. Great! The correct answer is letter D. Number 9. During partial melting, which of the following minerals melt first? A. Biotite, B. Quartz, C. Feldspar, or letter D. Both B and C. That's right! The correct answer is letter D. Number 10. Conduction in mantle happens when heat is transferred from hotter molten rocks to the Earth's cold crust. What process is being described? Letter A. Flux melting, letter B. Heat transfer, letter C. Partial melting, or letter D. Decompression melting. Excellent! It is letter B. I hope you did well in this activity. we have already reached the end of this lesson. Once again, I am Teacher Sinamar, your teacher on Grade 11 Earth and Life Science. Thank you and see you next time. Bye!